All right, let's go on and move on to the next section. Alrighty guys, welcome to our first quiz. Now, I have these two images right here. It's a really beautiful design. It has really cool decor. But how did I make this? How did I make these two images collide together? And, if you want to do this for your websites, I'm sure you want to kind of mess around. And I'm going to show you how I made this and how you can incorporate it on your website. So right here, I'm going to go to Edit with Elementor. And I'm also going to talk about responsive issues as well. So basically all I did here, guys, was I have two columns. I have one column and I have two columns, right? So all I really did was have one column right here, two columns right here. And this one right here, this column, I have full width, no gap, and I just stretched the section, okay? So this is basically, it's one giant section, but with two columns. Now for this column right here, I decided to take the columns right here and put it on this section right here. So as a result, I have two images. So I have one and I have two. Now by default, it's gonna look something just like this right here. It's gonna look like this, right? So if I take the columns right here and I drag it over there and then I put two images, voila, voila, it's gonna look something just like that. So how I achieved this section was on this section right here, I put it as full width and I didn't really add any padding, but I added some margin. So the margin will do something like that right there. We'll give it some space. So by adding some margin, I'm basically kind of centering it right there. And I can even go as far as 90. Okay, now for this column right here, I kind of want to move this column around. So I went to the advanced section. Now for the top right here, I'm going to put 100. Now for the left side, I want to go ahead and do minus a negative 180. And voila, we have this clashing section. Now, if you look at it, it's beautiful. It looks great. Now there's one note I want to make here, guys. This section right here is going to have responsive issues. So you want to make sure that you go ahead and disable this for the tablet and also the mobile, because by default, it does not look good. So how can you prevent this from looking bad on mobile users? You can just go ahead and just disable this whole entire section, okay? So by going to the advanced section under the responsive, you can go to hide on tablets and hide on mobile, but it will appear for desktop users. So again, right here, we're gonna go ahead and visit it on mobile device and voila, it is gone, okay? So that's a quick alternative on how you guys can make that page look really good, along with responsive issues to fix it. Let's go ahead and scroll through the rest of this. So this, guys, it will not show up. So again, don't worry about this section too much because, again, we disabled it on the tablets. Now, if you want to see how it really looks, you can click on this, and then scrolling down, you can see it's gone. See that? The images are gone. So it will be fully responsive and everything else, okay? So that's basically it. That's how I made it. Hope you guys enjoyed this quiz. Let's go ahead and go back to the tutorial. We're going to talk about all their cool stuff.